how small daily habits lead to massive results. Ever wonder how the small things you do every single day can lead to massive results? Imagine waking up tomorrow with your dream life in sight. Sounds impossible, right? But here's the secret. It's not about big leaps or overnight success. It's the small, simple habits you repeat every single day that compound over time to create extraordinary change. Stick around, because today we are diving into how tiny actions done consistently can completely transform your life. Ready to see how small habits can lead to massive results? The science of habit formation. Habits aren't just things we do without thinking. We are deeply ingrained behaviors shaped by our brain. The process of habit formation starts in the basal ganglia, the part of the brain responsible for routine action. When we repeatedly perform an action, our brain starts to automate it, saving energy and mental effort. This is why habits feel so natural over time. But it's not just repetition that makes the habit stick. When we repeat small actions consistently, our brain releases dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter reinforcing the behavior. This makes us feel good, and we naturally want to do the action again. This cycle of cue, routine, and reward creates a loop that builds strong neural pathways, making the habit more automatic. Over time, small actions like brushing your teeth every morning or drinking a glass of water become ingrained, and the brain requires less effort to continue them. The more frequently you perform a habit, the more deeply wired it becomes in your brain, making it hard to break. Understanding this science helps you realize that habits aren't about just willpower, but about training your brain to act on autopilot, leading to consistent, powerful changes in your life. Why small habits are more effective than big goals. Big goals sound amazing. Who doesn't want to achieve something massive? But the reality is, big goals can often overwhelm us. When we focus solely on the end result, the journey can feel daunting and we may lose motivation before we even start. That's where small habits come in. Instead of setting a vague goal like I want to get fit, a small habit like I'll walk for 10 minutes each day is actionable and manageable. Small habits don't require a huge amount of energy or motivation. They are sustainable over the long term. This is key because success doesn't happen overnight. It's built through daily actions, and small habits are the building blocks of that success. Small habits also provide instant wins. When you complete any tiny action, you get a quick sense of accomplishment, which boosts the motivation. This sense of progress fuels your desire to continue. In contrast, big goals often feel too distant, leaving us frustrated or discouraged when we don't see immediate results. By focusing on small habits, we can create a steady momentum that leads to lasting change and brings us closer to our bigger goals without the stress and burnout that can come from aiming too high too quickly. The compound effect, how little things adds up. The compound effect is one of the most powerful yet overlooked principles when it comes to personal growth. It's the idea that small, consistent actions over time lead to massive results. Think of it like interest in a savings account. Small deposits seem insignificant at first, but over time, they add up exponentially. The same principle applies to nearly every area of life. If you save $5 a day, you may not notice much in the short term, but in a year, you'll have saved nearly $2,000. Similarly, small fitness habits like doing 10 push-ups every morning can lead to significant gains in strength over time. The key to understanding the compound effect is realizing that little efforts consistently repeated lead to results far greater than ever we initially expected. The magic is in the consistency. The ripple effect, how one change can impact multiple areas. The beauty of small daily habits is that they don't just improve one area of your life, they create a ripple effect, spreading positive changes into multiple areas. When you begin to adopt one small habit, like waking up 10 minutes earlier to meditate, the simple change can have a profound impact on your day, your mindset, and your productivity. Think of it like dropping a pebble into a pond. The initial action creates waves that extend further than expected. One small habit, whether it's eating a nutritious breakfast or journaling for a few minutes, can set the tone for a better day, which leads to better weeks, months, and eventually significant life improvements. The ripple effect shows that small habits are not isolated. They influence a larger system and lead to widespread transformation over time. Small daily habits versus instant gratification. In today's fast-paced world, the desire for instant gratification is more prevalent than ever. We want results now, whether it's the immediate pleasure of a sweet treat or the quick dopamine hit from scrolling through social media. But the danger of seeking instant rewards is that it often undermines long-term success and personal growth. Small daily habits, on the other hand, focus on delayed gratification, building towards a larger, more meaningful payoff over time. The problem with instant gratification is that it gives us immediate pleasure pleasure but doesn't contribute to lasting growth. For example, choosing to binge watch TV instead of reading a book tonight feels satisfying, but it doesn't bring long-term value. On the flip side, reading just 10 pages a day can improve knowledge and open doors to new opportunities, even if the progress feels slow. Initially, choosing small, consistent habits that require a bit of effort each day helps build the resilience and discipline needed for long-term success. While it may take time to see big results, the payoff is far greater than the fleeting pleasures of instant gratification. By focusing on habits that require patience, you set yourself up for the future achievements, creating lasting success rather than temporary satisfaction. Examples of small habits that lead to massive results. Sometimes the smallest actions can have the biggest impact. The key to making lasting changes in your life lies in identifying simple, actionable habits that, when practiced consistently, lead to massive results. Here are some examples of small habits that have the potential to transform your life. Drinking water first thing in the morning. Starting your day hydrated boosts energy, supports metabolism, and improves focus throughout the day. Reading for 10 minutes daily. It may seem trivial, but regular reading, whether self-improvement, fiction, or educational, expands your knowledge and improves your mental agility over time. Making your bed every single morning. This small act sets a positive tone for the day, creating a sense of accomplishment and order right from the start. Writing down 3 things you're grateful for. This habit promotes positivity and mental well-being by shifting your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. Daily exercise, even if just 10 minutes, whether it's a quick walk, stretch, or a short workout, consistency in physical activity improves health, boosts mood, and increases productivity. Tracking your expenses. A small habit like tracking what you spend every day can drastically improve your financial health and awareness. By integrating these small habits into your daily life, the results over time are truly powerful. They might not feel significant in the moment, but collectively, they create a life filled with growth, success, and fulfillment. The power of consistency. When it comes to personal growth, the real magic doesn't lie in a big dramatic change. It's in the consistency of your action. The power of consistency is often underestimated, but it's the key to mastering any skill or achieving any goal. Think about how a small, consistent habit done daily can build momentum over time. Consistency doesn't require perfection. It simply means showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. If you commit to exercising just 10 minutes a day, even on the toughest days, that 10-minute habit adds up over weeks and months. Over time, this small habit not only becomes ingrained in your routine, but starts to yield bigger results than you ever anticipated. What consistency does help is you build momentum. When you show up every day, even for small tasks, your brain gets used to the idea of making progress, which makes it easier to continue. It's about the long game. Consistency makes success inevitable, while inconsistency creates doubt and hesitation. So whether it's writing every day, practicing a new language, or investing in your health, remember, small consistent actions will get you farther than bursts of efforts. Stick with it and watch your life transform. Overcoming obstacles, the challenge of maintaining small habits. While small habits can have a profound impact, they are not always easy to maintain. Life is unpredictable and obstacles are inevitable. Whether it's a busy schedule, fatigue, or simply losing motivation, staying consistent with even the smallest of the habits can feel like a huge challenge. But understanding and overcoming these obstacles is a crucial part of success. The first obstacle is often lack of motivation. Motivation can fluctuate, but relying on it to fuel your habits isn't a sustainable strategy. Instead, focus on discipline and the bigger picture. Even when motivation fades, remember why you started and push through. This is where consistency trumps motivation. Another challenge is time management. In our fast-paced lives, finding time for habits can seem impossible. The key here is making your habits non-negotiable. Schedule them in your day, treat them as part of your routine, and gradually they'll become automatic. You don't have to block out hours for change. Small increments of time can be enough, and there you have it. The secret of achieving massive results isn't in one big leap. It's in those small, consistent actions that adds up over time. Whether it's building better habits, mastering consistency, or overcoming obstacles, remember that the journey is just as important as the destination. The power lies in making small daily choices that over time compound into something truly transformative. So what small habit will you start today? Whether it's drinking more water, reading a few pages, or simply making your bed every single morning, don't underestimate the power of consistency. Stay committed, stay focused, and watch as those small efforts create waves of change in your life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What small habit are you focusing on? Let's continue this journey together and make small changes that leads to extraordinary results.